I cycle every day, to and from work, so it's about a couple of miles a day. Well, I can't drive, and you get tired of walking, especially longer distances, so I find cycling the most convenient.
I cycle from Rose Hill to work. Well, there's a number of reasons. The most obvious one for me is that it's the quickest way of getting to work. It's the easiest way of getting to work. It's cheap, so I save on petrol, save on bus fares, and also it keeps me fit. It just does help ease congestion, I think.
Well, I do cycle. It makes me, it keeps me healthy. I don't take any space. I don't pollute. It's quiet. It's really enjoyable. Makes you feel good.
I used to cycle. I used to cycle to work every day. But since I've retired, I've lost confidence.
I really want to cycle because I'm worried about air pollution, I'm worried about climate change, but the trouble is I got knocked off my cycle on a roundabout some years ago and I'm just too scared.
There are a number of problems I face when I cycle to work. The first one is the state of the cycle lanes themselves. Okay, they're not marked out properly enough, in my opinion. So there's two issues here. One, they're not a different colour from the road, so that's one issue I find. And sometimes the markings themselves have completely gone.
Just drawing lines on the pavement doesn't make a cycle track. Cyclists on the cycle track think they're safe. Motorists aren't even aware that they're there half the time.
But crossing on the way back from work, crossing over Magdalen Bridge, there's a sort of a series of potholes that appear almost every year. And some of them I reckon must be about 6 inches to a foot deep. And if I hit that, that's it, the bike's a write-off, and I'd go over the handlebars. One of the sort of trickiest parts of my journey home particularly is the Magdalen Bridge roundabout. I've actually seen accidents happen on that one.
I think the biggest problem with cycling in Rose Hill is that they overspeed. I think there are lots of young people with tuned cars that go very fast as well, as much as they can. So probably this is the biggest danger to me.
The other issue I find, and sort of the other dangerous thing for cycling is where the cycle lanes simply disappear.
I think the cycle track is actually quite dangerous. Even though my bicycle was well lit and I wore reflective clothing, I still felt I had to look in every direction every time I crossed a road junction.
In town there are cycle lanes which have been turned into a bus stop, but there's no indication that the cycle lanes have been taken out. When I'm coming home to Rose Hill, part of the cycle lane, which is very wide actually, it looks really good and it's the right colour, I think it's painted green, runs alongside a parking area which makes the cycle lane almost useless, so I don't use it.
I had one or two very near misses and got knocked off my bike 3 times by cars coming out of junctions. It's not really their fault, it's just the way the cycle track is designed. It runs in front of the cars.
I think there are a number of things we could do in Oxford to make some of these issues, these problems I've talked about better. One of them is to paint the cycle lanes if we can, so a different colour, and make sure the markings are clear. My preferred one would be to make cycle lanes separate from traffic.
I wouldn't have any problems. I'll be thinking if people could stick to the speed limit and just make a safe environment for everybody.
So what would make me cycle? So continuous, separated cycle tracks. That's what would make me get back to my bike.
I want to ride my bicycle, I want to ride my bike, I want